Hello, this is for Mr. A who's checking out my channel. I don't know if the mic can pick me up talking from here. I hope it can. I got my mic set up over there. Brand new microphone, just testing it out here, seeing how it records. Put it in front of the actual amp to see how it picks up the playing. Unbelievable though. I've had recently nothing but great comments about my Hagstrom guitar. Love my 12-string Hagstrom. Absolutely love it. I have compared this to many a Fender, Yamaha, even a Taylor. A Taylor come close that I was playing. Played a Takamine. Takamines have got quite the different sound than one of these. Mono Ovation. I cannot believe that I recently had somebody who thinks they know guitars telling me how terrible this guitar sounds. It's not this guitar, it was obviously the tuning that they're listening to way back. As I am a self-taught guitarist, I'm definitely no that's it. We'll do that one. to try the mic there, see if that gets picked up there. Get a little bit of gain, maybe you can hear that. A little bit of gain on it. Can you hear me? Snake Man, how are you, man? Look at your old man with no stash. Love you, buddy. How's Eva doing, man? Cool that you stopped by. Just bought a 12 string. Love it, love it, love it. Good for you, man. Good for you. I still hope you're not struggling with that ovation. Piece of shit. I mean, it's all right, but how does this sound? I bought a new mic. I went and got what's called a Tetris or a Yeti Blue mic. And I've been trying to see if you can hear it. Can you hear me talking? Do you hear me talking? Let's see. Ah, cool. Hey, I hear Haley's got a new boyfriend. Have you met him yet? Cool. I am so kind of happy that she has a new boyfriend, to be honest with you. Don't tell her I said that, but I am very happy she's got a new guy. Good. I hope she's so happy. I hope he takes her somewhere and does, leads her to happier life than what she's doing. Waste her time going over to Justin's every weekend anyways. Huh? How's your job going, man? Good? Everything good? All right. I'm so happy. If there's anybody else who comes by onto my channel here, sometimes, Jacob, I'm going to be going live come January. So I've just been testing out some things. I do my live plays on Sundays, and I'm going live in January to do guitar lessons for anybody who's a beginner guitar. You're far beyond beginner guitar. You'll get absolutely nothing from it. I'm talking about the first lesson is going to be just telling people what the names of things are on a guitar. Like you call that little white thing up there, you call that the nut, machine heads, headstock, stuff like that. Introduction like that. So good. So work is good. My work is slow, which I need a break anyways. My back is broken. You know what? I sure hope you can somehow make a trip out here out to Calgary and come see me. Nothing would make me more happier and prouder if you come out here. Bring your wife, your stepdaughter, and your daughter. All of you all come out and see me out here in Calgary. I win the lottery, man, I just keep praying, and I still play the tickets. I hope to win the lottery and take care of you, man. Don't worry. Oh yeah. So when I go, man, because I'm getting up there in age, like there's this beautiful 12 string here that I think will be going to you, along with my Les Paul electric, which I love playing too. Have a lot of fun with that, with the effects pedals. A lot of fun. I've been practicing on singing because I go to a bar and play it in open jams once in a while, and they make you sing when you go there. They canceled it, but they're going to be starting up again in January. So I'm trying to think about going to sing. The recent song I learned was "Country Roads," which I put on the YouTube, and West Virginia, doings found in the Shenandoah River. The trees that's an old country freaking song. Anyhow, I'm going to move the mic up here, so maybe you hear me a bit better. Oh, see that thing? That's my brand new microphone. The only problem is I already tried it yesterday. I tried to go live yesterday, and it picked the sound up kind of funny. It was kind of directing the sound in and out. I had it on the stereo mode. I've now put it to number 2, which is not quite the stereo. Oh. Yeah, I put it to number 2. Turn the gain up. And see how it picks the guitar up there. Oh, Jacob, the only reason why I've gone live right now is because there's some guy who's sending me a message on my videos about how terrible I play guitar and how terrible my 12-string guitar. It's the worst 12-string guitar he's ever heard in his life, and how he got a 1959 or 79 vintage 12-string that sounds would blow mine and any other 12-string away. And I'm like, well, good for him. So I decided to go live. I said, here, I'll go live. Maybe it's my ear or something, because I really don't think this 12-string sounds bad at all. I think it sounds nice. And the beautiful thing about it is it stays in tune so well. Laugh. They make me laugh. They won't definitely not get into debates with me, because I love debate with people online. I love to tell them how much I love them. They're my friends too. It's hilarious. So you need to start a channel now, right now, for the young ones, for Eva and your stepdaughter. Create a channel for them. Get them to start making the possibility of making some money if they get some followers. You want to see something that's really awesome? Go check out this guy called Hua Chennu. Here, I'll type in his name. You go see Hua Chennu and you watch 2 videos of his. One called Dad, I'm Home. That'll make you almost cry. And then you want to really have an awesome live performance. Watch him do nunchucks. So it's Dad, I'm Home. And then nunchucks. You'll be blown away. Okay, you tell me who. I got my pen. Let me grab my paper, because I'll definitely check out anything. One thing that does really good, Jake, is reviews. There's a guy who's on here who I follow. I don't need you to go see his channel, but what happened is he's had 5 YouTube channels. He put up different things trying to be a creative creator and stuff like that. All of his channels all failed as far as I'm trying to make any monetary money out of it. So all of a sudden, he's in the hip hop. You can obviously tell if you've seen this guy. He's a hip hop rapper type dude, younger guy. Never heard of bands like Pink Floyd and stuff like that. Well, he started doing reactions. First reaction he did to Disturbed doing The Sound of Silence, and his jaw hit the floor. Well, he went in 4 months to 100,000 subscribers. His full-time job right now is he goes on the weekends and just does live. People request, and as the requests are donating him $5 to $20 for him to go and review songs, only because they know they love the way he reacts to them. And reaction videos are awesome. I want to start doing reaction videos because I'm an old-time rocker, so there's a lot of, I'll react to hip-hop or whatever, or the newer style of music. Just like that song you told me about, the Suburbs. To actually watch the video, to hear it is one thing, but to watch the video, you get a bit more out of it and you get the feeling. That would have been an awesome reaction to have me watching that, because all that did is make me think about growing up. Like I grew up in the suburbs and life was like that, and it still seems like it's like that. And it's like I can almost see you in that video. It's like pretty awesome. Anyway, tell me who it is you would like me to see. I will go check out any videos. So in the meantime, if anybody else comes on this channel and wants to see me live, that person on there chatting is my son, Jacob. Call him Snake Man. That's his nickname. And he's a proud father of 2. He's got a stepdaughter and his daughter born just a few months ago. And he's in Toronto area, the Greater Toronto area, out west. So that's so cool that he stopped by. Tobias Rauscher. Okay. Any particular song by him? Checked anything. Okay. All right. Going to tell you a quick story here. True story. I got a friend who I follow on YouTube. He has real police stories, and he does reviews and stuff like that. Well, he put on this video of this guy. It's called Trooper Bob Welsh, and it's a true story. This Trooper Bob Welsh, him and any other first responders, such as your police, your ambulance, they all have to at some point work on a Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. And unfortunately, they always come across, seems like somebody's drinking and driving, somebody gets killed. Usually there's a fire and families get burned in a fire and die. I don't know what it is, but it seems to happen in every town, every city, every Christmas, every year. So every police officer at some time has to serve his time and work on those days. So this Bob Welsh trooper was working on a Christmas Eve. He come across a rolled over car in the ditch. He approaches the car. It happened to be a young lady who was drunk at the time and did not survive the crash. She died. So he had to go and notify the family regarding the accident. So he goes over to the house. He knocks on the door, and a little girl about 4 years old answers the door. She looks at him. She goes, "Are you Santa Claus?" The trooper looks at him and says, "No, is your daddy home?" The little girl says, "No, my daddy ran away from home a long time ago. He doesn't live here." The trooper felt so bad and looked at her, and the little girl said something along the lines, it's like, "My mom told me if I was a good girl that Santa was going to bring me a doll, and I've been a good girl all year." So the trooper felt so bad and didn't want to turn her into like children's services being Christmas Eve. So the trooper brought her home that night, and somehow the trooper and his wife managed to rustle up a brand new doll, wrapped it up, put it under the tree. The next morning, gave it to the girl. Along with the doll, there was a police patch, the badges that they wear on the sleeves of the shirts. There was a police patch with a note taped to the back. There was tape and written on the tape. It's telling her everything will be okay. So fast forward now, State Trooper Bob Welch is now retired, contemplating life, sitting all by himself Christmas Eve, nobody around. Kids have moved away. His wife has passed away. He's all by himself, and all he could do is just think about those bad things that happened way back in the day. And all of a sudden, there's a knock at the door. He turns and he can see through the window. It's a state trooper. And the only thing Bob Welch could think to himself is there's never a good reason why a state trooper is going to show up at your door. And he's going, what bad news have they brought for me this Christmas Eve? So he goes to the door, he opens up the door, and he says, what's wrong? Trooper removes their hat, and he realizes the trooper's a female. And the trooper says, nothing's wrong. I've come to check on you to see how you are this season. The trooper looks, and he's almost in a tear, like, wow, that's so kind of you. And the female trooper looks and says, you have no idea, and then proceeds to hand him that badge that he gave her as a little girl. Now, that story, when he plays that, if you go to Real Police Talks, you'll see the actual video of that. It's freaking make your heart grow. Anyhow, all amazing, cool. You don't have to stick around, Jake, if you're busy, I'm just here just checking things out, just mucking about. I don't care about no wheelchair. I got so much left to do with my life. Even though there's a lot to go, but you know now. 2 kids on the playground trying to do. I don't know. He had white horses and ladies by the score, all dressed in satin, waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. White lace and feathers that made up his bed, and a gold-colored mattress on which he was led. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. He went to find wars for his country and his king, in his honor and his glory. The people, they would sing. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. A bullet had found him, his blood ran as he cried. No money could save him, so he lay down and he died. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Lucky man. That's what you are, Snake Man. Thanks, buddy. Love you too, Jacob. I'm going to check out that Tobias Rauscher. Sounds like a car racer, like a NASCAR car racer. Okay, placing this back over. Turn the gain down a little bit and turn this back over to, okay, and trying to get good sound. Yeah, go that way. There we go. I haven't played that in so long, it's so hard to play. Volume's all the way. Gain? No. Dave's gonna go get himself a cold beer, seeing as it's Saturday night. chilling in my jammies, jamming in the jammies. Comforts of my own home. Yes. What kind of beer does Dave drink? Dave drinks go-out beer. Or less a no-name beer. Hello. Speaker, speaker, speaker. Is there anybody out there? Oh, is there anybody home? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody home? Liking the Floyd lately. Oh. Cheers, everybody. To water. Mother, do you think you like the song? Mother, do you think you drop the ball? Mother, do you think they'll try to break my... I don't know if you can hear me singing. I'm just kind of playing around. Busco! Buxall, how are you, my friend? I've been wanting to say something to you. I noticed you mentioned that you were a letterpress type operator there. I don't know if you noticed the little video I put in my work where I was showing the Polar cutter I work on. In the background, you'll see the racks full of dies from our letterpress. We got some old school die cutting equipment going on in my company there. And it's actually hard to find good people who know how to run these things. Do a lot of foiling, stuff like that, heat foiling. And I don't actually run those machines. I'm on the folder, stitcher, cutter portion of it. But cool for you to stop by, man. I hope things are going good. I hope you had a fantastic holiday. Say hello to your wife and the whole family there. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's all good back in the Philippines, in Cebu. I don't know if I said it right. I hope things are good. But thanks for stopping by. Cool. You made me happy, man. I always stay there and I'll always check out any videos you put up there. Always going to give you a thumbs up and a solid view there. And so keep posting them there, my friend. Awesome. You know what? I'm still blown away by that ZZ Top videos you put up there. You're so freaking lucky to have sat that close. Have mercy. The guy who was making the comments earlier on there, Jake Greeley, is my actual son. He lives in like 3,500 kilometers away from me in central Canada, where I'm out west Canada. First, I heard of him there over Christmas, so that was so awesome to have him stop by. That's have mercy, as Bill Gibbons says. Have mercy. I wish I heard I Want to Thank You would be an awesome one. You did not love me like you. I can't play no ZZ Top. But I did get inspired and loaded a video, and all of a sudden I'm listening to it thinking, I'm almost trying to keep that type of chord progression that they were playing. Yeah. Just messing around. Hey, Angelique, how are you? Nice for you to stop by. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you. Just having a cold beer. My friend Buxall Keith is here. He was here anyways. He stopped by. 1840 to Wisconsin. Ah, cool. Cool. Thumbs up to you, my dear. Thumbs up to you. You have some awesome, awesome thoughts, Angelique. I mean, absolutely. I'm almost like, I hope you're not trying to hypnotize me or something, because I almost like seem like I'm taken away to another world or something. As hear you recite some of your words that you have on your videos there, and it's awesome. Buxall, go see Angelique's channel out. Your wife would absolutely probably love her stuff. I got some fantastic stuff on there. Little hypnotizing gets scary. I'm only joking there. So I grew up on classic country, or no, country, classic rock and roll. Had the long hippie-ish hair, hung out in the park, smoking weed, drinking beers, bunch of rock and rollers. Not too serious trouble, never caused too much trouble. Don't have a criminal record or anything like that. Ooh, did good there. Anyhow, I moved out to Calgary and won a trip to Nashville for Country Music Fest. Went out to Nashville for the Country Music Fest and become an absolute lover of country music. And seeing Luke Bryan there, was not impressed with him, but since then, very much like his music. What's a Luke Bryan song, anyways? I believe. Messed it up. I'll try it again. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to move the mic up. The reason why I really, really like this song, and I'm just messing around with the mic. I don't know how well it's recording. I know I tried the other day and it was having some funny little feedback and wasn't quite all that super. Anyhow, we're going to try this again. I believe kids ought to stay kids as long as they can. Turn off the screen, go climb a tree and get dirt in their hands. And I believe we ought to forgive and make amends, 'cause no one gets a second chance to make new old friends. I believe in working hard for what you got, even if it don't add up to a hell of a lot. And I believe most people are good. Most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. And I believe that a Friday night looks better on her stadium lights. And I believe you should love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't as half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. And I believe streets paved in gold are worth the work. I still wanna go and see them even if they're paved in dirt. And I believe our youth is spent well on our young. 'Cause if our children were full of wisdom, be a lot less fun. I believe in working, I news. Messed it up there. Your trust in mankind will be the first to lose. And I believe most people are good. Most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. And I believe that a Friday night look better on the stadium light. And I believe you should love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe in love as they look. I believe most people are good. I believe that the days go long and the years go fast. So each breath is a gift, the first one to the last. I believe most people are good. Most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe that a Friday night look better on her stadium lights. And I believe you should love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe the world ain't as half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. Most people are good. I don't know how that sound is. I don't know if you can hear the guitars, what I hear going through the headphones. Like I said, I'm messing around with the mic. If I put the mic in front of the amplifier for the guitar, then you can't hear me singing. And just mess around. Hey, Shailene, how you doing? Scott, good that you stopped by. Waiting on you for some new videos. I haven't seen much posted lately. I haven't been to your site. Actually, I better go check. I haven't been there in about a week to see what you're up to. Hopefully you got something in there. Meet Angelique there. Angelique's got some awesome writings on her site. Does some neat stuff. Also, Bucksall Keith was here. I'm not too sure if he's still here, but great for you to stop by. And I'm just trying to promote offering free guitar lessons. Definitely no use to you whatsoever, Scott. You get to stay salty. It really can't. I'm just clearing off something here. Close off. Just messing around there at the computer. It's a poker game going there. See if I can play something. Let's see if you can recognize a song or not. That's a compliment to me, actually, is if I can play something and you go, hey, I know what that song is. It means I'm playing it properly, or at least semi-properly. Thank you. I don't know if I play it right. Just self-taught mucking about. So you know that one, and try this one. Very good. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue sky from a plane? Can you tell a green field? Do you want to play? If you want to learn Angelique, I'm going live on Sunday starting January. Hopefully I get somebody who gets a brand new guitar for Christmas, or you have one in the closet, or you've never ever learned. But if you already know how to play chords or something, you may want to check in a month or two down the road, because I'm going to be starting off right at the very basics, just so people don't feel like an idiot. Because I remember when I first started playing guitar, and I would just be a sponge to anybody who was a guitar player and anything they had to tell me. So they would be sitting there and they would be telling me stuff, and I would be nodding my head, yes, 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 like I understood, and I had no idea what they were talking about. I mean, even at the first, when I very first got my first guitar, I remember a man told me, he goes, take your hand, he goes, take your finger and put it on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And I'm like, well, which is the 3rd string? Is it the 3rd one from the top down, or the 3rd one from the bottom one up? And what's a fret? Do I put it like right on? Is it the bar? Is it 2nd fret? Does that mean in front of the 2nd bar, or is it? I am not see stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to start off, as hopefully to cover 2 years worth of in an hour of what I did. So first week will be basically just an introduction of the guitar, names of the guitar, plus I'll have it playing by the end of the lesson what I was playing for the first 2 years, stuff like on one string, and it was like Smoke on the Water, which was traditional. That was the very first thing to learn how to play, and didn't even know any more further on of that song. Not realize that's a pretty hard song actually to play the whole song. But just the chorus of it, that's just what you learn how to play. I remember going from that and learning how to play like stuff like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then on the bottom strings, you know, and also like the Star Spangled Banner. And go figure, I'm a Canadian. It's just something I picked up. That's from watching too much of the Woodstock movie and watching Mr. Jimi Hendrix do the introduction, waking everybody up with the Star Spangled Banner on one string. But again, that's what I just practiced on. It was just the one string. I will be honest, I had the luxury of sharing my bedroom, which was the basement downstairs, which my brother was in a band for many, many years. And he always had his custom Tama set up, and it was a $5,000 kit he had set up. Absolutely awesome looking kit. I don't have any pictures of it. I wish I did. And he used to play in a band, and the band, you guys used to practice there. So I used to sit there and be a sponge and watch. And I would watch how the guitarist would put his fingers, and then I would run and I'd write it down on a piece of paper. And then I couldn't wait till they left and then go try it out and see if I could make it sound. That's how I ended up learning how to play chords. So easy to make these 12 strings sound so nice. I tried to play the harmonica, Scott, many, many years ago. Some buddies were picking it up and they were being able to pull off some pretty cool bluesy stuff on it. And so I went and got myself one. And I come home to my grandmother used to live with us. My grandmother was sitting in a chair, and I pulled out the harmonica, I started blowing it, and her face lit up. And she told me how she used to play harmonica. And I was totally unaware of this. And so I handed her the harmonica, and she proceeded to play. Here in Canada, we have provinces, and she's from the province of Newfoundland. We're called Newfies. And she proceeded to play a Newfie jig, which just absolutely blew my mind. And she was having so much fun blowing on this harmonica that I couldn't bring myself to ask for it back. And she used to keep it in the front of her dress, and she had a little pocket in the front of her dress. And she used to keep that harmonica there the whole time. And she would wait till everybody was gone. And she'd never mind, though, if I was around. She would play it if I was around, but she never played in front of people, and wait till everybody was gone and blow on this harmonica. And I knew that she just absolutely loved that harmonica. And like I said, I could never bring myself to ever take that back from her. So long gone now, long gone now, but definite great story of my time in music. Have a very strong connection to music. My mother was involved with records for many, many years. Retired. It used to be called CBS Records, which turned into Sony Music and Columbia House, and not the records and tapes clubs. She worked at the actual record company where they actually pressed the records. Met many a famous musician back in the day, and music's in the blood. She used to bring home, get a record every month. After 10 years, she could actually pick 2 records every month. And I remember she brought home that catalog, and it was computer paper that was stacked this high, big sheets. And you just go through sheet after sheet. It had every possible artist or whatever they ever had. And you be picking albums. My mother used to give us turns. One month it'd be my sister's, next month it'd be my brother's, next month it'd be mine, and then my mom's, and then my dad's, and then back to the rotation again. And yeah, we had a lot of records laying around the house, a lot of records. Luke Bryan. I already said you like Luke Bryan. I like Luke Bryan. Let's see if I can do this one. I don't know if I can remember this one or not. Let's see. Okay, now I think I got it. Peace, Angelique. Thanks for stopping by. When I got the news today, didn't know just what to say, so I just hung up the phone. I took a walk to clear my head. This is where the walking led. Can't believe that you're really gone. Don't feel like going home, so I'll sit right here on the edge of this pool. Watch the sunset disappear. Bye, Angelique. Drink a beer. Funny how the good ones go too soon, but the good Lord knows reasons why we care. And funny how the greater plan too hard to understand. Right now it don't make sense, and I can't make it all make sense. So I sit right here on the edge of the street, watch the sunset disappear. Drink a beer. So long, my friend, till we meet again. I'll always remember you and the things that we used to do. Like sit right here on the edge of the street, watch the sunset disappear. Drink a beer. Drink a beer. Oh, and drink some beer. I love the Luke Bryan. That's some great music. There'll be peace. Yet in my home, so much violence. I was little back then. Couldn't do much. Such a fierce father. Go out and get drunk. Come home and yell. Smash holes in the wall. Used to wonder why and how it could cause so much pain. Why you wanna hurt my mom? We never did nothing wrong. Don't your hands even turn it on? Why you wanna hurt my mom? Mom used to tell me, be a good boy, do what your dad wants. One day you're gonna grow up big and strong, just like him. All those false promises, false hopes. You think I should be like you? Think I should act like you? You think I should be like you? I don't like you. Why you wanna hurt my mom? We never did nothing wrong. Why you wanna hurt my mom? We never did nothing wrong. Just messing around. Has your conscience shown? Has a sweet breeze blown? Has all kindness gone? Hope still lingers on. Drink myself of a newfound pity, sitting over New York City, and I don't know why. Are we listening? Hymns of offering, people of the city, love is gathering. All these words that I've been reading, now I started the act of bleeding into one. So I walked upon high, and I stepped to the edge to see my world below. Then I laughed at myself, while the tears rolled down. It's a world I know, it's a world I know. Well, I'm going to sign off here, guys. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Maybe I'll do some live jamming tomorrow. Jamming in my jammies. I am in my jammies. Having fun. Where am I? There I am, my glasses. Just so you can see me. Clean shaven. Hello. How y'all doing? Mr. Blue Eyes. It's me. Happy to make some new friends, that's for sure.